I need some guidance as to what I can do, because my son's been placed with a local police officer and his family.
Okay, so what I want
I have no chance in winning.
Let's take another call. Let's talk to Tracy from California. Tracy, did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
Oh, probably both. I actually spoke to both you and Georgette already, gave you a little bit of background of what was going on, and I know you particularly don't like to start from a case and go backwards, so I had actually just probably rather not go backwards. I want to start where I'm at right now. I have a court date coming up May 12th for termination of my rights, and my son had been placed with a family member. My family member had been in a very bad accident, so is now incapacitated. They removed my son from that home and just placed him on Thursday. And I'm just lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I can even start. I don't have the money to afford an attorney, but I need some guidance as to what I can do, because my son's been placed with a local police officer and his family.
Okay, so what I want
I have no chance in winning.
So what I want you to do is contact your lawyer. I want you to file a 388 petition. Make a list of 25 people who are friends and relatives. It doesn't matter where they live in the United States. It doesn't actually matter where they live in the world. Okay, and give that list to the attorney so you can give it to the social worker. Find out why this child, when removed from the relative because of the accident, why they didn't try to place the child with a relative at that time. They're supposed to. And then that relatives should probably give us a call, so we might advise them on what they should do to get the child placed with them ASAP. I think you told me about one relative, and the relative did call me, but she told me that she did not want custody of the child.
Right. She just wanted to take him until the court date, which is the termination of rights.
Right.
And I absolutely don't want my rights terminated. My son is from a loving home, and his parents love him. And the fact that it seems like I was set up to fail from the beginning so they could put him with this police officer.
Right. Well, you know, one of the things I hope you heard attorney Jennifer, talking about termination of your parental rights in a new case out of California, which sets up a new law regarding the termination hearings. Did you hear that segment of the show?
A little bit, I believe.
Okay, so what you should
do... Is it regarding the Caden case?
Yes. What you should do probably, I read the whole case. Is go online at kabc.com and re-listen to that part of the show, or you can go on Facebook. You can go to the page, The Secret, How to Fight CPS and Win. Go to that page, and you can see the entire show again, because it's videotaped, and you can focus on that part of the show. And or you can call Jennifer or I at 888-888-6582 on Monday, and we'll be happy to talk to you more about giving you specifics on what to do in trying to stop the termination of your parental rights.
Yeah, my son, he's going to be devastated. And the parental bond is beyond there. I mean, my son loves his dad and run to him in any situation. And I just feel like that this has been more damaging to him than anything.
Well, I'm sure that it has been.
And I don't see where I can fight now that he's with the police officer, which I've been told is very well connected in the community and probably knows everybody.
You know, if I were you, I would not focus on that.
Yeah.
Because probably number one, it's probably not true or doesn't mean what you think it means, but you're wasting time on focusing on that. It's not going to help you.
Right.
If you want to try to get this child back, you need to focus on
Absolutely.
stopping the termination and doing what you need to do, meaning those things that I just told you.
Right.
And if you need any assistance, call Miss G. She's there to help.
Yeah, I love Miss G. She's been great. She's been a real big help.
Okay.
But and then I also just for reference purposes, I guess, why wouldn't the CWS investigator put in the report that she called the police and had them show up to my home?
I don't know.
And then the second investigator who went over the report with me also left that out after I told them that situation. Why would they deliberately leave that out?
You know what? I don't know, and they're not going to share that with you. And this isn't a case regarding suing them for right now. This is an issue about getting the child back and stopping the termination of your parental rights, which, from what you've told me about the case this evening on this show and previously when we talked, has nothing to do with that.
No.
Okay, so just focus clearly on what you have to do now. If you
Stopping
want
the termination.
Right, and if you want to go back and address that issue, stop the termination first. A lot of times people call me and they have 101 valid complaints, but because of the stage of the case, only the last 2 apply. So let's not talk about the first 99. It's moot.
Right.
I'm sorry, you got screwed.
That's what I learned from you.
Your rights were violated. Right, and when it was happening, you didn't call me, so there's nothing I can do now, right? But try to stop the termination.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna have.
Well,
go ahead. Georgette wants to say something. What?
Hey, sweetheart, I want you to write this number down. This is for Momentum Funding, 866-534-4602.
Okay. Would you mind texting that?
866-534-4602.
4602. Okay.
And tell them that Georgette Truan from the Law Office of Vincent Davis referred you. And they will most likely call me. Okay?
Great. Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you both, and I appreciate what you're doing.
All right, Tracy, thank you for calling in.
Thank you very much.
Call us back in 4 or 5 weeks. Let us know what's going on with your case. Give us an update.
I certainly will.
And I do appreciate you listening to the show and calling in from Northern California. All righty?
Thank you very much.
All righty. Bye-bye. Hey, Jennifer.
Yes, Vincent.
Before the next break, I want to just chat with you more about this. Let me look at your message to me. I mispronounced the case. The name of the case.
I did. I was calling it Caden C.
Okay. Regarding that case, apparently you sent me the copy of the case. Do you know the citation of the case? Oh, this is a California Supreme Court case.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so now it's the law of the land.
Yes. Let's see. The site is.
And it's May 27th, 2021. So it's almost a year old.
Yeah, out of San Francisco. Well, I think the decision became final, I believe, in September. Let's see. Okay. I'm only pulling up the appellate decision, which only doesn't have the site on it. 1 second.
Did you find this copy of the opinion just on Google or something?
Yeah, and it was. Yeah, I was right about the when it became into effect. It was on the October 8th, and I still can't find the site.
I'm looking at the opinion, and it says that Janet Sherwood was involved in this case. Whose side was she arguing?
She would have been on the child side, I'm sure.
Right, the child side, but
Leslie Berry also.
Were they arguing for the parents or against?
I believe absolutely for
the child being, the rights not being terminated.
Okay.
And there were amicus curiae briefs from
2 minutes.
the Children's Law Center of California, from the California State of Counties, and from NACC, it looks like. And actually, the professors of family and clinical law wrote an amicus, and the California Dependency Trial Council wrote an amicus. So it's a lot. I'm looking at Unicourt right now, which is what I look up these cases on.
This was
I have no idea why I can't find you the site.
This was a unanimous decision, 7-0.
Yes.
Wow. Why do you think there's going to be a shift in how they're treating these parents? Think it's overdue?
Well, I think in this case, certainly the COVID pandemic came into play, and because the parent could not get the type of education that parents are supposed to get to make reasonable services. And, I guess the argument is that reasonable services are defined by the period of time. So within the pandemic, it's reasonable not to provide in-person visits. And I think the court just said, no, that's not appropriate. And so they lowered the threshold to keep parental rights in the situation.
Mm-hmm. Interesting case. I was wondering, Georgette, if we can post this on one of the social media pages or on all the social media pages for people to take a look, click on, and download.
You're talking about the Caden law?
Yeah. So I was wondering, Jennifer, send Georgette.
Yeah, I'll get her the site.
Send her what you just text me, the actual opinion, and then Georgette,
Okay.
send that to Grace and have her posted on all of our social media sites, because it's a very interesting case, and it does change the law, in my opinion, substantially. Anyway, we got to take another break right now. This is The Secret, How to Fight CPS and Win, and we'll be right back after these messages.